Hello everyone, I am Chris Erkley and welcome to another edition of the HS Game Time Wrap-Up. There's no football on the menu today, but we do have a couple prime-time showdowns on the volleyball court, and for that we go out to Temescal Canyon. The Titans student section is pumped for the big showdown with the Tigers of Elsinore. Temescal wins the first game 25-23, but in the second game it's Elsinore jumping out to the early lead thanks to this huge hit on the kill by Madison Stark. But not so fast. It's Temescal smelling a sweep after the hit by Julianne Johnson is out, giving the Titans the second game 25-22. And Temescal keeps the momentum going early in the third game. It's Casey Peterson doing the Dikembe Mutombo style swat shot. But the Tigers are not going down without a fight, as Lindsay Wallace seals the 25-19 game win for Elsinore. In Game 4, the Titans would not disappoint the home crowd. Casey and the Sunshine Band continue to rock as Casey Peterson racks up another kill. And this would be a huge moment for Temescal Canyon Wednesday as they hand Elsinore their first league loss, beating them for the first time since 2008 as they win 3-1. Hey, anyone in need of a bodyguard? Because there were plenty of musclemen at the King Poly volleyball match Wednesday. Speaking of muscles, how about this huge hit on the kill by King's Rachel Smith? But the women in green would fire back. Here's Poly's Skylar Allen getting up sky high for the kill. But King is not going to make it easy on their home turf. It's the set from Tiana Barnett and a nice hit for the point by Jessica Chase. And how about a block party? Here's Jade Robinson swatting the hit with authority like the Spurs Admiral. But it always takes more than one for a block party. Here's King's Kaylee Greeley getting in on the action. And now it's Greeley going 007 with the kill, and this one would be all King as they pull off a clean sweep on Poly as the Wolves inch closer to a Big 8 title. It's time for some more King sports as we cool off and head over to the pool for their showdown with Centennial. King hoping to remain undefeated in Big 8 play, and it's the Wolves' Thomas Appel letting it fly with authority for the goal. And thank you, sir, may I have another? It's Appel firing off shots like Wyatt Earp in the Wild West. And it's King with a commanding 12-1 halftime lead, but the party would not stop there as Lucas Ritter gets in on the action with a goal of his own. And Salem, Amari, and the Wolves would be howling a merry tune at the end of this one as they dominate Centennial 21-3. We know Elsinore has a lake, but its high school also has a pool, and that's where we find Elsinore and Temescal Canyon. And Temescal would be in the driver's seat from the start. Here it's Austin DeJong doing the sprinkler before he goes high net with a goal on Elsinore. And it's always nice to have a good lefty. Here it's Temescal's Jake Gallagher smashing nets like his uncle smashes watermelons. Temescal up 10-1. Elsinore would look to make a late rally with two nice goals from Montana Inaya, but it would simply be too little too late as Gallagher goes sidearm for another goal, and Temescal cruises to a 14-6 win. And just when you thought the King of Palooza was over, we keep the party rockin'. This time it's King on the tennis court against Poly. King ranked number 7 in the CIF Division III rankings, thanks in part to the play of their number 1 singles player, Nikki Voorhees. And they would get some strong play out of their number 2 singles player, Jessica Tomlin, as well. So dominant, her coach says she'd be a number 1 on most teams. And domination would be the theme of the day as King defeats Poly 17-1. And last but not least, a Wednesday roundup would not be complete without some cross country. And for that we head out to Hemet with our cross country guru, Louis Amestoy.
Well, hey everybody, this is Louis Amestoy here at the Saboba Indian Reservation where we just saw a great Mountain Pass League meet. Hemet High, Beaumont High battling out in both the boys and the girls. Earlier in the day we had a chance to talk to David Spangler of Hemet High, who won the race in a very impressive time of 15:13. Here it is. Now, a year ago, you were playing football at this time of the year, right?
Yes, I was.
Now, tell them about the switch. When did you make the switch from football to cross country?
Sometime in the summer, I decided I should come out for cross country to increase my times in track.
Now, did you think, you had some pretty good track performances, 156, 155, 800, about 425 in the mile, if I'm correct. 426, so I'm giving you a little second there. Do you think that you're in a better position now for a really good track season, or are you surprised by cross country?
I'm not really surprised by it. I knew it was going to be tough, but it's probably one of the hardest races I've ran. The 800 seemed to be pretty tough, but coming out here running the 3 mile should give me a lot more endurance for the mile and stuff, so I think it should help a lot.
Tell me about this race. The Beaumont kid really did a good job. You were right on him the whole time. You guys have seen him before. What was this race like?
Well, he knows I have a kick, so he was trying to eliminate that from the start. So I just try to stick with him and see what I can do at the end, and it paid off. So.
I'm with Brandon Tedrow, the boys and girls head coach for Beaumont High School, and the boys had a big win today. But first, let's look at the girls race, and a great run here by Selena Gallardo from Tahakowitz. She wins in 17:42. Very fast course here at Saboba. Great job by the tribe here to set up this course and get this ready to go, and it worked out very, very well. Now, you guys had a tremendous battle with Hemet High in the boys' side. I think this is your second big league win of the season. How do you feel about where your team's at?
Very good. Last year we did the same thing. Hemet won the first 2. We were able to get them at league finals. We were co-champs last year. This year our big focus was we knew they were going to be with us, and we really wanted to come out and establish our spots going into league finals next week to make sure that we're at least in a position for a co-championship and hopefully win straight out next week.
All right, I was joined by Brandon Tedrow, the head coach at Beaumont, also a track and field coach as well, so we know it comes from good stock as well. We are here from Saboba. I'm Louis Amestoy. We'll see you again real soon.
And that does it for the Wednesday night roundup, but be sure to check in with us tomorrow night for a couple dandies out on the gridiron. It's Santiago and North facing off at RCC, and then also Arlington taking on La Sierra in a big Inland Valley League match. We will have full highlights from those games. So for now, reporting from the HS Game Time studios, I'm Chris Erkley.